Darren, we got back to winning ways on Saturday against Maidenhead, and it was a good performance. And you mentioned post-match about how it was one of the first this season where we've won, having to sort of control an opponent and break them down. What are your reflections now, a few days on?
Just that. I thought it was very controlled. I thought the players showed real composure. I think everything in this sort of business end of the season is enhanced or elevated, so even the way you've worded the question back to winning ways, that kind of feeling gets elevated to we have to get back to winning ways, but it feels more than that, the expectation that we should get back to. So a lot of things have changed in the temperament of the games and the atmosphere in the games. And that means the players are are addressing new challenges all the time. But I thought they played well, good control. I was pleased with their aggression in their attacking play. I was pleased with their composure in their attacking play, a lot more composed. And yeah, I just thought it was a pretty dominant performance, start to finish.
We sit third, 3 points with Chesterfield in fourth. We beat them in February away from home. What can we expect from them on Saturday?
Well, look, I mean, the away game is, to us, is maybe a season high so far in terms of performance level, in terms of the conversion of the chances we created and the rate of those conversions. It was a high in terms of the way we would like to play if we could every week. And it will be nothing like that Saturday. We'll have to go above and beyond to create another season high in any of these remaining games. But in Chesterfield, it'll be our toughest game of the season. But again, going back to this time of the season, it felt last Friday felt like Maidenhead the next day was going to be the toughest game of our season. So they all have that type of feel to them now. We all accept and know that Chesterfield are a very well-equipped team, very well recruited. Even their latest bout of recruitment has been strong. And some of those players that they have recruited have found their feet now or very quickly. So I think it's going to be a real tough game, and again the expectation for both teams is high. I actually am not too concerned or too focused on the positions of the two clubs, because I'm guessing Chesterfield would have expected to be there or thereabouts, but my football club didn't expect to be third in the middle of March. So we're going to have the same attitude as we had or have had, which is we're going to enjoy it, and we're going to enjoy the challenge, we're going to enjoy the test, we're going to enjoy playing against some good players. I always enjoy playing against Paul Cook and his teams because I have a lot of respect for Paul. And he's always been, very, very professional and respectful to me, especially in my early days. He was excellent, really. And so I've always enjoyed our duels, our competition. And I don't see why we should do anything but enjoy these games from now to the end of the season.
The match is live on BT Sport. It's an early kick-off, and our support has been really good this season. But just how important is it to have a good turnout this weekend and have the supporters back the team?
Well, I think whenever you, first of all, the support has been excellent, really, really excellent, and I'm very appreciative. And I hope they appreciate the product they're watching. I hope they do. I really mean that. And I do again enjoy building that connection between players and the supporters and the staff. So that's always an enjoyable part of my job. If I can create that bond, that unity, that's something I enjoy doing. But the other question is to our community, not so much our regular supporters, but the ones above and beyond, is why wouldn't they be here? You know, for the first time in a few years, this club is had a really good season in terms of its current position, and I think that warrants new, young, old, middle-aged, whichever sort of demographic of supporters to come and support their town and their team. And you know, I speak about this a lot. The world of football business is really, really simple. The more people that come and watch, the greater the income is for the football club, which means the bigger the expenditure can be on players trying to create a better and better product for them to enjoy more and more and more. More and more people come, so on and so forth. So, you know, there is no reason why the town can't come out this weekend. There's no reason why they can't come out and try and back this ever-growing football club. You know, the town, and it's backing John and Drew as much as the players because of the brilliant work that those two have done. And, you know, there's no reason not to now. There really isn't. So, you know, we'd like a big crowd. We felt that. I really enjoyed I know it's Aldershot, but I really enjoyed the atmosphere against Aldershot, that edge to it, that kind of on the line edge to it. We felt like a proper football club that day. And the more of those we create, the better the future is for the football club. So, yeah, there's no real reason when you think about it. I don't want to be self-righteous or a bit of a preacher here, but there's no reason. The football team's doing very well, and we need the town to make us even better.
And going into Saturday, finally, how are we looking on the pitch? What's the squad looking like?
We had nothing from Saturday, so I think we've had a pretty clean week from last Saturday. So I can't envisage too many changes. I saw Daly out on the grass today for a brief period, which was the first time since his injury, so that was promising. Reece, Gregor Coxey's pushing or trying to push, but he's still at least 2 or 3, maybe 4 weeks away, maybe three, I'll be positive 3. Daly probably the same, maybe just shy of that. But it was nice to see him out on the grass, and you know, we're hoping to do maybe some more recruitment at the start of next week, just before the deadline, because I do like small squads, and you know, I must back us now that we're in this time, but we probably need 1, if not 2, to help us through the from the deadline, from the closing of play on Thursday to the end of the season. But they got to be decent players, because I'm a big believer that you're only as strong as your weakest link. And I think it's important that we bring in depth and quality rather than a hopeful toss of a coin, because I think there's a lot to gamble on those types in our current position.
Well, Darren, thank you for your time and best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.